Ready to rock, Brandon?
One and only, one and only, one and only, with the one and only, the one and only, the one and only, the one and only, one and only.
John,
Can you?
Brutal.
welcome to another episode of Retireholics Sheltering in Place. We are here with our special guest, the one and only, fantastically fantastic John Sullivan. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks, man. That intro, I think it's going to give me an epileptic seizure at this point. I mean, it's just your face.
Well, let's dive right into this.
Yep.
You, and I'm going to put this all on you, Mr. Sullivan. You said that you maybe wanted to talk about Trump versus Biden in a bit of a 401k slant. So why don't I put all the pressure on you? Lay that out for me. What the hell do you want to talk about here?
Well, we can talk about what they're doing. I mean, Biden specifically has his Biden plan for older Americans, something that he certainly knows something about, that's for sure. So, it's up on his website. There's not a whole lot of detail there, as you might expect in the campaign. He doesn't want to get nailed down on anything, but he definitely acknowledges that 401ks and IRAs are instrumental to the retirement security for older Americans, but he takes issue with the fact that most of the tax benefits and tax incentives built into the structure of the plans goes to the top 20% of income earners. And so he wants to bring that down market, so to speak, to middle income and lower income workers. How he's going to do that, again, it doesn't go into a whole lot of detail, but that's really his angle. It's more of almost an income inequality play, but it's a retirement income inequality play.
I'm surprised that he knows what a 401k is, because on Sunday he posted this. So it says Merry Christmas. I don't know. I got that from Kush, M Kush 45 on Instagram.
That's me.
Trump, by the way, I've always said with Trump, from the day one, he likes to take applause for the stock market. Like, he is the guy that has made the stock market do so well. And I've always shook my head going, man, as a financial guy, like, what happens when the stock market corrects itself? Then everyone's going to be blaming you for that. That's kind of a bad move from the get-go, right?
Well, when it comes to 409ks, he seems to take the tax. Nothing? Nobody? No?
I'm laughing.
All right, I got you. So yeah, I mean, look, that's his proxy for identifying with the everyman. How's your 401k doing? You're absolutely right. He takes a lot of credit for it, which we haven't been hearing a lot about. I wonder why. So you kind of live by the sword, you die by the sword when it comes to 401ks in the economy. And so I think that at this point, though, he has really, with the executive order, broadening MEPs and PEPs and all of that, and the coverage aspect, I think that we've seen all we're going to see from a retirement, kind of initiative for the Trump administration at this point. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot if there is a second Trump administration further with this. I think that he's done everything that he's going to do. One thing that I will say, though, getting back to Biden, I think that you're going to see a rise again of the notion of GRAs, government retirement accounts, first floated by Teresa Ghilarducci. It was something that in our industry, I think, got a lot of, we disparage within the industry itself, but I don't think that we realize just how much play they got outside of our industry. I mean, you have Tony James, who developed the whole concept of guaranteed retirement accounts with Ghilarducci, and he's the CEO of Blackstone, the private equity group. He was on the short list for Treasury Secretary had Hillary Clinton won the 2016 election. So he's definitely going to be a player in a potential Biden administration. I think you're going to start to see some kind of mandatory savings program requirement initiative be raised again. And so that's definitely a threat to the 401k that we should be watching as we move forward here.
John, you've clearly never watched this show before. We don't really provide that much value.
Yeah.
We just drink beers.
You're
and
way
hang out.
smarter than you look.
But I appreciate it. It's funny.
So
that
you
you
said that I'm boring everybody is what it
no, it's phenomenal. You're bringing value. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I was going to say that if I could make Trump be a certain type of 401k plan or a plan and Biden be one, I was going to say Trump would be a cash balance plan and Biden would be the state-run CalSavers plan. And you just kind of backed me up there.
That's it.
By the way, Mr. Trump is really good with his financial literacy, because I've got a tweet here on my other screen. He tweeted stock market at all-time high. This was obviously a while ago.
Right.
How are your 401ks doing? 70%, 80%, 90% up? Only 50% up? What are you doing wrong?
Yeah.
That's Trump, man. He's
The
pro
best that I like
401k.
is when he was giving marriage advice and saying, that, back during the Obama administration, that wives were not honoring their husband and they just thought that they were just pieces of crap. And now they're saying, oh my God, honey, you're a genius, a financial genius. And he's helping with supposed marriage therapy. I thought that took some guts, I guess is the best way to put it.
I don't think that has anything to do with it, right? He's willing
Right.
to say anything. It doesn't require guts to come out in a 50-point tweet.
Yeah, no, you're right.
In all seriousness, no, he is the stock market is very important to him, right? And so he, as a president, if the question is who's better for 401ks, is it Biden or Trump? I mean, you could make the argument that it's Trump because he's obsessed with financial markets and making sure he can do whatever he can to boost them up, right?
Yeah, and we did an analysis, actually, a piece a while back. I can get the link to anybody who wants it, but that's exactly, we took a look at each president and how the stock market did, and 401k specifically did under each president. And Obama so far had done a lot better, and Clinton in the second term just absolutely rocked it. So as good as Trump was doing and taking advantage of the running bull, it still didn't compare to recent past precedents at this point.
Okay, everyone chime in. Who are you going to vote for? I'm kidding. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
Who's the third party candidate?
Kitty,
Brandon, are you seeing Joey's links that he's shooting out? Wrong ball. Nice job.
Feel free to, Justin, do you have anything from the chat group you'd like to share?
Just got me back.
Other than Joey and Suzanne and plenty of others saying that Retireholics need to be on the cover of 401k Specialist
Thank
magazine.
you. Thank you.
People are speaking, dude.
Thank you so much.
We already
world
have
has spoken.
It's right here.
So you consider yourself a journalist, right, John? I mean, that's what you are, right?
Right.
Journalist?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to know that we, the Retireholics, consider ourselves journalists as well.
Really?
And Brandon and I were drunk late one night, texting each
No,
other.
you guys never.
And we somehow stumbled upon what we think is kind of breaking news. I don't know if Brandon's got anything prepped. If he doesn't, that's fine. But okay. We were digging around. I don't know why, because that's what we do late night drunk is look up 401k stuff.
Right.
And found out that the board committee for CalSavers, our state-run plan here in California, is actually meeting tomorrow. And one of the agenda items is to push the deadline, that June 30th deadline out.
Finally.
So all those people that signed in, you heard it here first. We're breaking the news.
So you're bringing
Great.
value other than drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, take it back. Take it back.
I know, right?
I'm just saying that felt pretty journalistic to like dig into an agenda and find out that it was on the agenda. Now they haven't approved it yet, but I'm sure they will. Well,
What you got to do is you got to be one of the 4 people that follow their Twitter account.
Brandon's got it. All right, so the takeaway is that Retireholics has gone legit.
Yes.
Bummer.
Yes.
You just
We are-
destroyed your brand.
There's
We are-
2 breakups here, though, John. You have Retireholics, and then you have Plan Design Consultants. Plan Design Consultants has always been legit. Retireholics, we're still trying to get there.